If you're wondering why you cannot quit any bad habits, whether that's junk food, scrolling, porn, playing video games, then this video will be the cue to your problem. Because in this video, I will walk you through the 4-step process that will help you destroy the bad habits in your life, live the life that you want to live, and actually hit your full potential. Before we continue, I want to let you know that if you have a bad attention span, which you probably do, please try to focus. Do not have any distractions around you. If you're in your room, make sure the door is closed. Do not have, anything that's distracting, like your phone. Maybe if you're watching this on your laptop, don't have any tabs open, 10, 20 tabs open. If you're watching this on your phone, do not have any apps open. Make sure no one's going to call you. Put no disturb mode on, because I want you to have your full focus to this video, pay attention, and take action throughout the video. So the first thing we need to do is first eliminate the first behaviors, so we can stay consistent on the second behaviors, which are, energy, discipline, being confident, being dedicated, relentless, all those good things. And how we do this is basically we eliminate any bad habits that are, holding you back in your life. This could be, anything, like video games, porn. Porn is the most common thing. Video games, junk food, scrolling, self-control, anger management, time management, all these things. We first do this for 1 to 30 days. And then after fixing the bad habit after 30 days, then we fix the next bad habit, the next 30 days, from 30 days to 60 days. And then, we continue the process, but this usually takes like 3 to 6 months. A lot of people go into this thing called, 75 hard challenge, monk mode, winter arc, all these, crazy cool things, right? And I was convinced of these things, it sounds cool, it sounds, badass. But the problem with this is, if you're struggling with a bad habit or more than one bad habit in your life, reaching your potential and reaching your goals, getting to where you want in life, it's going to be very hard, because these things are demons, okay? And when I say this, actually write it down, or maybe just tattoo it into your head. These things are poison, demonic, and it's a disease. Remember that. Write it down. Please write it down. They are demonic, they are poisonous, and it's a disease. Excuse me. These things are always pulling you back. It's like a string, because whenever you are trying to go further, these things are going to bring you back to the bottom. It's going to make you weak again, and this is not going to give you the energy, the fuel to get to where you want. We need to be able to close the doors, lock it, and throw the key away. Never come back to it ever again. This is why the first stage of this is very important. And the second part is basically we're going to find a realistic goal that you actually love and you want to achieve. For me, right now, it's, building the aesthetic physique. And that's something I really, really want to achieve. And I've been working on it years and years. For the first couple of years, I'm going to be transparent. I didn't really train that hard. I didn't eat the right diet. Yeah, I stayed consistent, but I didn't make progress because of those mistakes. But now I learned my lessons from, the research I was doing online and learning from other people in the gym. Now I know what I need to do, what I should do, what I should not do. So maybe it could be the same thing like me. You want to build a good physique. Maybe you want to drop fat first. You want to drop 10 pounds, 20 pounds. It could be similar. Maybe you want to make money. Maybe you want to move out, travel, whatever your goal is, maybe you want to fix your mental health. That is something that you're really struggling with and you really want to get it fixed as soon as possible. So whatever goal it is, we write these things down, note it, and, keep it somewhere that we can see, make it a target. follow it through every single day. It has to be like maximum 1 or 2 goals that you really want to achieve by the end of this year. And then what we do, we break it down from yearly to monthly, then monthly from monthly to weekly, then weekly to daily. And the daily is basically, your timetable, everything you do on a daily basis that is aligned to those goals. What I want you to do when you do this, I want you to break it down by going backwards, not from the bottom. So basically not from daily to yearly. I want you to look at it backwards. All right, just quickly, I'm going to pitch you right now, but you can skip ahead if you want to. So I actually have a free community that helps young men to become disciplined, become relentless, and stay locked in 90 days or more. If that sounds like you and you want someone to hold your hand and you want some support from someone who knows best, then you can click the link below this video. It will take you to my free community. It has free stuff and also my one-on-one mentorship program. If that's something you want as well, or you're not ready yet, you can just stay and consume my free stuff first before you consider my one-on-one mentorship program. So yeah, no pressure, I'm not forcing you, but if that's something you're interested, it sounds cool to you, then just click the link below. All right, back to the video. Okay, so the third one is basically quite short and straightforward. It's called optimization. Basically, you review your goals and ask a series of questions to make sure this goal is the one, 1 or 2 goals. Is this the actual goal or goals that you want to achieve? Do you really want to, get this whatever goal you want to achieve? So you ask, quite a lot of questions. Maybe it's better to write these things down in your journal or on your phone notes apps and go through them if you feel, a bit of unease or not fully motivated, you don't have that fire, because some guys, in their self-improvement journey, they have that fire, they're really driven to achieve that goal. But then there'll be times when they don't get that fire anymore, it's just gone. This will help when you review your questions again. But don't just do it quickly, don't rush it through, take your time with it, just sit there. Maybe it can take 30 minutes, an hour, whenever you're free, because I know most of you guys have school, you're doing like a full-time or part-time job. Do it on a day where you have a lot of free time and just go through this series of questions. Make sure this is the target, this is the goal that you really want to achieve. It's like your love, it's like a child. You almost feel like you're obsessed. Another thing to mention as well is like when you're going to sleep, are you always thinking about this goal? Do you always talk about this? Do you always talk about these things with other people, like your family, your friends? Do you have dreams about it? Do you watch videos about it? These are the kind of questions we can put together to ask yourself. But a lot of guys make the mistake of, sharing their goal to other people. They talk to everyone about it. They say they're going to achieve this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to really lock in this year. Just keep it quiet. Don't tell anyone about it. Keep it to yourself. Once you achieve it, then you can tell other people about it. The fourth one, which is the last one, is easy again. Basically, in this phase, you want to set up your daily habits. Maybe not too much, maybe 7 or even 6 maximum daily habits, good habits that you want to work on every single day. And with this, obviously have a journal, list out your habits as a tracker, or write down in a piece of paper and pin it on your wall or tape it on your wall, where you can see it every day when you wake up in the morning and when you go to the bed. This method is quite good. It's better. I used to just write it in the book and close it. It feels less trackable, you're not seeing it, it's not near you. But instead, when it's on the wall, you can see it every day. You can see which ones you take, which one you crossed, and which one you actually need to make progress on. For example, maybe it could be, your scrolling, drinking water, whatever it is, maybe not getting enough sunlight. If there's too many cross on that specific habit, then, make progress on that, prioritize that a bit more. But these habits, we don't just write habits and pin it or tape it. You want to list the habits that are aligned to your mission, aligned to your goals. So for example, you want to get fit, you want to be lean, you want to drop down to 12% body fat, look good for the summer, right? Then the habits will be, drink a lot of water, eating at calorie deficit, make sure you're exercising daily, doing stretching, eating no sugar, make sure you're eating a clean diet. So these are the habits that you'll be writing on a piece of paper. Do you know what I mean? I hope this is starting to make sense to you. So yeah, that's the whole 4-step process. And this is what, highly successful people do. They don't do monk mode. They don't do 75 hard challenge or anything like that. Yeah, they do that after they fix their bad habits. Then you can do the good stuff, the meaningful things. But first, we need to fix the bad habits. Basically, we are fixing the engine before we put fuel to the gas. You can't run the car without the engine. It's basically the same thing here. So hopefully you watched through this whole video and you paid attention. Again, I know a lot of you guys have poor attention span. You can't watch a long video without getting distracted quite easily. I sincerely hope that this video will help you and guide you through your transformation in your self-improvement journey. Now, again, I'm going to pitch you. It can be very difficult to do this alone. Most guys fail without having someone by their side, showing them the ropes. So no pressure. If you actually want me to help you with this 4-step system and actually get you faster results, then join my community, which is in the top link below this video. It's completely free to join. Don't worry. Again, there's also free stuff and obviously my one-on-one mentorship program. I'm going to be posting a lot of good stuff in there. Things that, will be out of the ordinary, things that will actually blow your mind. I will be posting a lot of those stuff inside the community. There's going to be more members now joining. I have about 40 members inside the community now. It's going to be a great place for young guys who have no fathers in their life. I know it says, guys who struggle with self-improvement, but I'm going to change it now to guys who have no fathers. But that doesn't mean, it's only going to be just directly for guys with no fathers in their lives. But it can also be guys, if they have fathers in their life, they live with their father, they live with their family, or they just live with their mom. It doesn't matter. You can still join the community if you're struggling with something in your life. The whole purpose of this community is to help you become disciplined, become relentless, and stay locked in with this system that I just mentioned throughout this video. I really believe that we are living in a fatherless society, and we need more people like me to, take back control and bring a better tribe, get men strong again, because we live in a very bad time right now, men are just getting weaker. Men are looking more like women. It's just sad, and I don't really want to say this, but men masculinity is just declining, okay? And it is my duty to change that. I don't want to see you in a bad place. I know how it feels. I know your pain. So I want to sort that out. I really want to fix this problem in this world that men are struggling with, especially things like, porn, eating junk food, drinking, smoking, all these bad things, and I feel it is time to make this world a better place for young men. So yeah, if I convinced you, if you're interested, you want to be part of a brotherhood, then The link is below this video. And if you do join, I shall see you inside the community. Until then, take care and peace.